5 simple rules to live by here. Number 1, do a minimum of 1 hour a day of money-making activities. I have another client, her name's Brittany. She did about, I think it was 100,000 before she came to me. And then I checked in with her because she was actually like, I hadn't, she wasn't plugging into everything, okay? She was watching some of the recordings because of her, because of her lifestyle and kids and stuff. And so I was like, Brittany, how you doing? Like assuming that she wasn't doing everything. And then she's like, oh, Robin, this is so amazing. And she's like, there's 2, I said, what has helped you? Because she's like, I'm on track to do 250,000. And I was like, she already did 200 or something. And I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. What are you doing? She said, the number 1 thing I'm doing is money-making activities every single day, no matter what. The second thing, a la Lynn Buck, she said, dare to suck. Completely changed my life. She's like, I'm just not trying to do everything perfectly, and I'm doing money-making activities every single day. That's what got her, I'm sure she's doing other stuff. I mean, I helped her with a ton of things, but that's what got her from 100,000 to 250,000. I swear, if I wasn't in her ear all the time, she wouldn't have picked that up to know that you need to do those things over and over again. You'll hear it now, you'll forget it later. Okay, number 2, be part of a community. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. That's from Oprah. How many of you felt alone in your business? Many of you are actually like the only woman in your office or one of, right? I mean, to have these women around you is ridiculous. I have people doing like testimonials for me at the end, have them do rave reviews. And I'm like, okay, can you tell them what results you got? And like, they double their income or something. They're like, I just feel so fulfilled now. I'm like, nobody's gonna pay me money to be fulfilled. Tell them the money you made that made you feel fulfilled. Because they're like, this is amazing. They're like, oh, Robin's great. The community, having the community has been everything. I still meet with my accountability partner, and we started now 2 years ago, right? And I'm like, this is the best, right? I'm joking that it's not about me. It makes me the happiest when they brag about the things that I've created, but that I'm not directly responsible for. Number 3, set consequences or follow the 5-second rule, all right? The 5-second rule. So Mel Robbins, if you don't know about Mel Robbins, when I first found her, I found her on YouTube. She has a TED Talk called Stop Screwing Yourself. There's a TED Talk called Stop Screwing Yourself. And she had 5 million views at the time I saw her TED Talk. And then I just recently saw it, maybe, I don't know, I looked at it like maybe 2 months ago, and she had almost 25 million views. Okay, she's like very, very, very successful. At the end of her talk, she said, if you have a thought to do something, you gotta go and take action within 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or otherwise it's gone. Because then fear kicks in. This part of your brain, this job is to keep you safe. This is like your critter brain. It kicks in. You, as the saboteur, kick in to stop you from getting you what you want. She says, take that action. So I'm like watching this YouTube video, and I'm like, okay, you said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I thought I should interview. I want to interview Mel Robbins. I took the action. She said yes. Ended up getting an interview with her. Pretty awesome. Okay. These set consequences means, look, there's going to be fear. There's going to be reason. Okay. Lauren, I mean, we won't be political here, I guess, but Lauren does not like a particular presidential figure. Okay. And I told her she had certain homework to do. And one of that pieces of homework, of course, it was a money-making activity. In fact, it was at the end of a call with someone, if you believe that you can help them, I want you to just say, would you like my help with that? Or something of the sort. Like, hey, I noticed this. I might be able to help you. Do you want to set up another call? Okay? Because she's too scared to do it. She's like, I did these 10 calls, 10 interviews, and I was too scared to ask. And I said, okay, here's the deal. You're hurting people. Okay, it was a longer conversation than that, but I basically said, is it more important to you that you don't look stupid or you don't make someone feel bad, or is it more important to you that you actually make a bigger impact and help the people who need to be helped? What if 3 years from now this woman comes back to you that you talked to, her spouse passes away, and she's like, I wish in that conversation we had 3 years ago you just said, maybe I can help you. Would you like to set up another appointment? But I was too scared for you to ask. I was too scared. So I told her that same scenario, and she's like, okay, I'll do it. But then Lauren knows my stuff, right? So she's like, I'm not gonna just let it be like that, because that, I know myself. I'm still gonna make excuses. Oh, I don't wanna hurt them. I don't wanna bother them. I don't wanna be bitchy or pushy or salesy or all that shit, right? And so she says, so what I will do, I don't like this certain random presidential-like figure, and I'm going to pay them to support them $5 every time I do that. And she was like, oh, And I'm like, $5? Put a 0 at the end of that and do 50. And I'm like, and she's like, oh, but I couldn't do that. That's why you will ask people at the end of this conversation whether or not you can help them, because there's no way in hell you're gonna put $50 towards that campaign or towards that person or towards that presidential somewhat bigger. But we have no idea who that would possibly be. So consequence. Number 4, get help. Don't try to do this alone. Denzel Washington says, I don't care what you do for a living. If you do it well, I'm sure there was someone cheering you on or showing you the way, a mentor. You're not doing this by yourself, come on. Develop great habits. I have learned that champions aren't just born. Champions can be made when they embrace and commit to life-changing positive habits.